Well, this is from a company called upHere. And upHere makes a cooler that I just thought was really neat looking, and it's the cooler I want to put in my birthday build, or my pre-birthday build. It kind of looks like a big tire. It's got this grill on top, and it's got a fan on each side, and the fans light up in red or blue, I believe. Of course, you've got the little protective tape on the bottom, and you've got your power cable for one fan and your power cable for the other fan. And as far as controlling the RGB, I don't know, is it controllable or does it just stay one color? They've given us a fan splitter in case your motherboard only has one fan header. There's your bracket for installation. There's thermal compound and screws. And more screws. So apparently it's not ARGB, just RGB, which is fine if it glows red and it's black. I'm really curious how that's going to look in the Fantex case. And here's our instructions. Okay. That's a little bit lacking. AMD Step 1, install the bracket on the motherboard. So the bracket is this piece. They're referring to this as the bracket. There's a fan splitter cable, but this motherboard should have two fans, like CPU fan and then CPU optional. Should be on there somewhere. Or maybe I will just use the fan splitter. Why not? Why not? Plug it on now. I'll worry about making it look pretty later. So it says, step 1, install the bracket on the motherboard, insert for bolt. Not for bolts, insert for bolt. Fixed bolt, insert stents. The stents installed on the motherboard, last insert fixed pin of the motherboard. Did you get all that? I don't know what that means. Interesting. I don't know if it wants me to use these standoffs or these standoffs, which also has the thermal material in there. I don't know what the difference is. The bags don't seem to have any label. The documentation doesn't seem to indicate how to identify them or that there is two. There's a little groove on this plastic insert. I don't know how well the camera can pick that up. And then within the hole on this frame, there are slots or grooves inside. So it'll align by sliding the groove into the slot. And at the very end of it, it's got two little plastic pins that stick out that keep it from falling all the way through. So if we put that in there like this, there doesn't seem to be an up or down with regards to the rotation. So it's not that specific, but just definitely need to get it in the groove. And then it seats right in there with those little plastic pins holding it right at the top. And then this part then should plug into the board. And then once you're plugged into the board, when you insert these pins, it should cause that end right there to get wider. And that's what, just like a traditional Intel heatsink, locks it in place. Now there doesn't appear to be an up or a down. It looks like this will go on any of 4 directions. This is the single most unusual cooler install I have done in a very, very long time. And I have to tell you, it's still not lining up. Okay, so now I've adjusted them all so they're in the middle position. See, there's a little gap between the edge of this frame and that plastic piece. Let's see if that aligns any better now. Perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Okay, what does it say now? Last insert fixed pin of the motherboard. Oh, all right. So I guess what it's saying now is take these pins and push the pins into the holes, and it should lock this bracket onto the board. Now that shouldn't come off, right? Right. If we come around the other side and look, that looks just like a standard stock Intel CPU mounting technique, just that Intel's already got it put together for you, right? So this you're putting together yourself. So far, not so bad. All right, so we're gonna put some thermal compound on here. Now, to put the cooler on, what do I have to do? First, radiator short hook button in the stand. One hand will flatten the radiator. What they're referring to are these hooks on the side. These hooks are going to hook into the frame that we just installed. Are the fans going to be blowing air this way? Or does it matter? Is it always... Because it looks like the fans are blowing into each other. So I'm going to peel this tape off that keeps the bottom of the heatsink clean. All right, so that's off of there. And if this is the fan that's blowing air out, then we want, I'll tell you what, let me set the case flat so I can see what I'm doing. Aha! Ooh. Well, that's pretty cool. So first of all, let's start HW monitor and see where we're at with our temps right now, which shouldn't be bad because the CPU's basically just idling. So give that a minute. Here we go. And we scroll down and we can see temps are a little warm. I mean, it's already had a max of 50, which is about 5 to 6 degrees, a little too high. But have some faith. And if nothing else, have some popcorn. We'll bring up Prime 95. We're going to start Prime 95 now. And then we'll keep an eye on how these temperatures are going to climb. Ooh! Oh, that didn't take long. Okay, well, I have the fan installed correctly. I can feel air being pushed out of the left side. I can definitely feel the air being pushed out, and there's no air being pushed out on the right side. So the fan is oriented correctly. We're at 92 right now at about 2 minutes of the test. So I think this cooler will be okay on a different build. Yeah, we're at 95 now at 4 minutes into the test. I'm going to go ahead and stop the test because we know where this is going. We don't need to. I think it's pretty easy to know exactly where we're going with this or where this is heading. This should quickly cool down. And obviously it's a cooler, right? It is cooling. It's just not cooling enough for this chip. But I know more about this cooler now than I knew an hour ago. And I couldn't find any decent amount of information anywhere online about it. If you have an older computer and you feel like you're being left out of the cool factor of RGB and these extreme coolers because your system's a few years old and perhaps it wasn't top of the line when you bought it, but you feel like, look, you got a 1972 Pinto and you want to put some racing stripes on it, I get it. This may be a good choice for you. I mean, honestly, it wasn't that difficult to install. and it's not that expensive. It's very unique. People, I mean, have you ever seen that cooler before? I never saw it before. I mean, if you want something other people don't have, it'd be unlikely that you would run into somebody who knows what that is. So for that factor, you know, it has some value. I don't think it's going to cool any better than your stock CPU though, your stock CPU fan. I think it will be pretty well identical to stock cooling. I feel like it was operating like if I had a standard Core i7 fan, I felt like it was operating about as well as that, but it was a lot quieter. But you are going to have a little more cable management. You've got two cables. You cannot control the lighting. You can't switch it off. You can't change it. It is what it is. So for the right person, I guess it's there. Clearly not something I can recommend because it has so many qualifications that have to be met for you to be happy with it, right? You got to know you can't change the color, you can't turn the light off, you got to deal with the extra cable. It's got to be on an older system or a slower system, and it's really just there for bling. That's all it's for. It's not really there for cooling. What you've got now, whatever you're using now, it's probably going to cool just as well as whatever stock thing you've got. If maybe your stock fan starts to die and you want to just make it a little prettier than it was before, and it's a good excuse to replace it since it's dying anyway, that may be a good option for you. The installation wasn't that difficult. And know that if you upgrade your computer later, you're not going to be taking that with you. Keep it with an older computer because it won't keep up with the heat requirements of high-end CPU. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you all again very, very soon. Until then, bye for now.